morning. That was very, very, very weak. Let's try it one more time. Good morning. Yeah, thank you. My name is Robert Stevens. I am a proud alumni of Miami-Dade College North Campus, and I'm glad to be here with you all this morning. We have such a great program set out for you all throughout the entire day, so we want to make sure that this day is designed for you to leave empowered, motivated, and feel ready to go back to your communities and make a change. You're glad to be here this morning? Good. If you're glad to be here, put your hands together and make some noise. So I'm going to ask one question, and then you're going to respond. That one question is, do you believe? And you're going to, with your loud voice, yell, I believe. All right? Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? And for the last time before I bring our dean up, do you believe? Good. Give yourselves a round of applause. At this time, help me welcome to the podium the Dean of the North Campus Student Services, Dean Georgette Perez, for our warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. All right. I love the energy we have going this morning. I am Georgette Perez, and I proudly serve as the Dean of Students at this campus. I bring greetings on behalf of our campus president, Dr. Malusi Harrison, who wasn't able to be here with us this morning, but certainly sends her remarks and greetings to all of you. I have to say I love, and we're still missing a few schools who are on their way and should be here shortly, but I love seeing this wonderful plaza filled with such sharp-looking, handsome leaders. I see leaders all over the place here, and you all look fantastic today. I heard Mr. Stevens empowering all of you, and I loved just the chanting. So I know already how great today is going to be. And really today is about an opportunity for you to grow, to learn, to listen, to meet some mentors. There's a ton of mentors around this room. I know you see them. They're all sitting. Many are here in the front and even throughout, who are here to share a little bit of their knowledge, a little bit of their expertise, and hopefully leaving you a little bit even more motivated than you are right now as you leave today. So I love to do, we have a little practice. We like to do a little roll call, see how good the energy is going to represent your school. You all are representing very well. So I'm going to do a little roll call if you guys are ready for it. And you guys ready to do a little shout outs here based on your school? Who's ready? Yeah? All right, so I'm going to go in order. So be ready because your school may be first, right? You guys ready? No? Did I hear no? Okay, let's try it again. Are we ready? All right, I'm going to start off. Do we have Miami Northwestern in the house? Woo! All right. How about Hialeah Miami Lakes? What happened? I know you're here. I know you're here. I'm going to try that again. Where's Hialeah Miami Lakes? All right. Okay, come on. All right, no problem. I'm going to come back to you because I know you can do better than that. How about Turner Tech? Woo! All right. How about North Miami Beach? Where are my Stellar Academy students? You guys are here. I see you. Come on, Stellar Academy. All right, you guys are up there with HML, right? All right, North Miami Senior. Okay, the next school. I want to hear you guys do a little better than some of the other ones we just had. Miami Carol City. What's going on? All right, Miami Central. All right. Booker T. Washington. And Alonso and Tracy Morning. Oh, all right, I like it. But now I'm going to call, where are my seniors, class of 2018? All right. And my future Sharks, home of MDC? Aww. All right. Well, all right, everyone. So I want to welcome all of you to MDC North Campus. We have People here from the college, as you all know, is huge. We serve all over the county, from down south Homestead, Florida City, all the way to the county line. And so we have people here representing all of the different campuses today, so that you can also get some information as you get ready to start thinking about the next step after you graduate high school. This is a very, very important year. I know there's a lot of excitement to finish this wonderful milestone, and I know all of you are very capable and wonderful and are going to do great, great, great things. So that's really what today is about, really to continue empowering you, to give you a little bit of that leadership development, and really allow you to soar in whatever interests, whatever plans, whatever future goals you might have. We want to be able to help you and support. And again, take advantage of all the wonderful resources that we've brought together for you today. You're going to hear some wonderful speakers, wonderful presentations, ask questions, challenge, get thinking, put your thinking caps on, and really get that change making in you out, because we know that together we can do very, very good things. So again, I welcome you. I congratulate all the seniors in this room, and I look forward to seeing you here in the future, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Perez. Do you believe? I need you to say it with a little bit more and make me believe that you actually believe. Do you believe? Good, thank you. At this time, we're going to have remarks from the Vice Provost of Student Affairs, Dr. Kathy Malouf. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. So first I have to give a shout out to North Miami Senior High, because that's where I graduated from. But probably a long time ago, before y'all were born. And I actually came to the North Campus as a Miami-Dade College student to do my dual enrollment classes. So I'm glad to come back home to say the best campus, since the other campuses, don't close your ears, the best campus at Miami-Dade College here. So welcome. So it's great to see you all here today, and you're taking your first step to the next step to have your college degree, to be college graduates, to start paving your path for your future. And your future can be whatever you want it to be, right? If you dream it, if you focus on it, if you commit to it, if you persist, you can be whatever you want to be. So you have a wonderful opportunity in this world to make your future what you want, to make your life be whatever you want it to be. So dream big. In Miami-Dade College, we say we are the dream factory. We are here to help you fulfill those dreams. We have wonderful academic programs for you everywhere. From here at North Campus, the School of Justice, we have entertainment and design, we have health programs, science programs, data analytics, animation and gaming, fashion. So you can see there's a whole wide range of programs for you. And we have a lot of wonderful support services, mentors at the college, wonderful opportunities for you to have great experiences, from study abroad programs to different athletics and co-curricular activities at the college. So it's a wonderful time in your life to go to college, have great experiences, meet different people, meet women, right? College, there's more women than men in college. That's any reason you have to come to college is to meet the women, right? Right? And there's nothing more attractive than a man who has their degree, their education, and takes care of their family, right? So welcome to Miami-Dade College. We're really happy that you're here. We're very excited that you're here. And I hope to see you at future events at MDC. So welcome, future Sharks.
Thank you, Dr. Malouf. This time I stand to introduce to you our keynote speaker for the hour, Dr. Steve Gallen. Dr. Steve Gallen III is an elected District 1 school board member for Miami-Dade County Public Schools in Miami-Dade County, Florida. Dr. Gallen is a lifelong educator who started his career as a classroom teacher. He has taught at the elementary, middle, and senior high school level. He graduated magna cum laude with a degree in English education from Florida A&M University and became the first of his 6 siblings to graduate from college. Dr. Gallen earned a master's degree in educational leadership and a doctorate in educational administration and supervision from Florida International University. Dr. Gallen Dr. Steve Gallen III rose from the rank as a professional educator and over the next 25 years distinguished himself in the field of education, specifically in areas of supporting improved teaching, learning, and in leadership in urban educational settings. A career highlight was to become principal of Miami Northwestern Senior High School, where he served for 7 years. In 2005, Dr. Gallen was promoted to the position of Administrative Director in School Operations, Alternative Education, where he oversaw programs for at-risk students. And in 2008, he rose to the level of superintendent when he was anonymously selected via nationwide search to serve schools in New Jersey. He was recognized as Region 3 Rookie Principal of the Year, Educator of the Year by Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Dr. Gallen was also the recipient of the NAACP Mary McLeod Bethune Educators Award, along with many other achievements. On August 9, 2017, Dr. Steve Gallen was named recipient of the National School Board Association Council of Urban Board of Education, Prestige 2017 Benjamin Isaiah Mays Lifetime Achievement Award. Gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage my brother and friend, Dr. Steve Gallen.
Morning. Let's give Brother Robert another round of applause for that introduction. I want to first and foremost thank Miami-Dade Community College for their continued efforts to be a tremendous partner for our young people, for our youth, and specifically for our community. What will this community be like without Miami-Dade Community College? So let's give them a round of applause, please. I'm deeply honored and humbled to stand here this morning just for a few moments to speak directly to each and every one of you as role models of excellence members and as young men of color. I looked at the title of the symposium today, and it really speaks directly to the truth about your existence. This is a black male symposium. I want to spend a few moments this morning not simply giving you the accolades, not simply giving you the representations that as a young man of color, this journey that you're on is going to be easy. I want to spend a few moments to really paint a narrative, not predicated on any fiction, but a narrative, quite frankly, predicated on my own life. You see, this nation last night had some moments of celebration because across this country in different places, in different cities, in different states, the democratic process enabled us to, for a moment, debunk some of the notions of division, some of the notions of racial polarization, some of the notions that, quite frankly, will take practice, political, and policy positions that will, in effect, write you, and write you as young men of color, write you off as cast-offs of the American dream. But just last night, in some pockets of our country, people rejected that. But I want to say on the morning thereafter, the journey must continue. This Black Male Symposium is a reflection of a body of work of our illustrious Congresswoman, Frederica S. Wilson, and founder of the 5,000 Role Models of Excellence, a champion for justice, a fighter for young men, especially those of color and a strong, faithful, and firm believer in the power of education and in the power that education has to serve as the great equalizer and to make liars out of those who would dare to assign you to a life marked by either prison, poverty, or an early death. We must give her a round of applause for her vision, for her dedication, and for her continued fight. We are 25 years and counting in this work. I'm very humbled and honored to have been on the ground level of its inception. But I want to say we have so much work to do. You see, unlike the days when I came up as a young man in Liberty City, or my good friend, faithful fraternity brother, Major Jackson, realized as we came up, I went to FAMU, he went to Bethune-Cookman, but we both got it right when we pledged Kappa Alpha Psi. We did not necessarily have programs designed with strategic intentionality around this process of helping and guiding and leading you into what it is like to be a young black man in America with goals, dreams, and aspirations. Yes, we had people in our lives, but we did not have programs designed with strategic intentionality to help support you along the way. As a result, many of us faced our own moments of struggle, strength, and salvation. But today is yet another iteration of this strategic intentionality to give you a further blueprint about how you are to pursue your dreams in life's work. I want to reflect on the introduction that was made by Brother Jackson. There were some statements that had some truth to them. But Dr. Gallen, are you going to dare challenge the beautiful introduction that Brother Jackson made? No, I wouldn't dare do that. But I think it's important as young men that you understand the fullness of the journey that I'm on. He read a journey that I'm on. That does not reflect the destination to which I have arrived, because the journey continues. So yes, there is truth. I did grow up in Miami's Liberty City. There's truth to that. I did graduate from Miami Northwestern Senior High School. I have the high school diploma to codify that. Yes, I attended Florida A&M University, and I matriculated in 3 years, magna cum laude. I have both the degree and the transcript to show that. I did come back home to start my career, my passion in my life's work as a public school educator back in Liberty City. I have the portfolio and resume to evidence that. I understood that education was the passport to success, and that for me, it was the differentiator of a life marked with success, service, responsibility, and respect versus one that is too often prescribed to be marred by either prison, poverty, or an early death. You see, as black men, those are the options that too many people give us. We're either going to wind up in prison. We're either going to live in poverty. We are going to be poor. And if those two situations don't befall us, we will fall to an early death. That was then, and it is still now. But I understood that education, you hear about it all of the time, young men. But the education for me was the differentiator. So I have the credentials to show that I went to FIU, earned my master's degree, earned my doctorate degree, did postdoctoral work at Harvard University and Stanford University. That does reflect the narrative of my career and my life. But it only tells a portion of the story. Because if you look at that narrative, you would assume naively, and I can't misrepresent you, that Steve Gallen has done these things. So I want to say to you, though I hold the credentials, though I hold the experiences, though I have the resume, Steve Gallen III has done nothing. I'm here to tell you this morning, God has done everything. You need to understand the power that God has in your life. You see, my life growing up in Liberty City was no silver staircase. I was the youngest of 6 children. My brothers went to prison. I went to college. My parents divorced when I was in the 7th grade. My father left this earth with a doctorate degree in wisdom, but a formal education that did not exceed 8th grade. My mother earned her high school diploma at D.A. Dorsey through a GED program at the age of 45 years old. I was not the perfect young man. I had missteps and mistakes. I was a young teenage father at the age of 16 years old. But oh Lord, for education. Education was my passport to success. My narrative was not perfect, and I'm speaking to many of our seniors. In 9th grade, I went to the left. I didn't go to the right. In 10th grade, in some days, I didn't go at all. But in 11th grade, I made a decision based on the people in my life who had a fundamental belief in me and in my educability. It was not about a changed person. It was about my changed mindset, my changed outlook on my life. And so I failed 9th and 10th grade. But in 11th and 12th grade, I had a 4.67 grade point average in 11th grade and a 4.3 grade point average in 12th grade. I turned my situation around. Not a different person, but a different outlook. And I did it through the process. I did it through various programs. I did it through the people in my life, but I also did it through extensive prayer. As I applied to FAMU, you would think that everything was all peaches and cream. I was not accepted to the Florida A&M University, the university that I love. I was rejected initially because I didn't have the 1,000 on the SAT. And when I did graduate from high school, because of my failings in 9th and 10th grade, I only graduated with a 2.6, Dennis Jackson. So without 1,000 on the SAT, with only a 2.6 grade point average, I didn't meet the prescribed criteria to get in school. You are going to face many closed doors, many challenges, many barriers on this journey in your life. And I'm not here to sugarcoat it to any of you. As a young black male, a Hispanic male, a young male of color, those will multiply the barriers that you have in your life. But we want to continue to emphasize that through this process, there is a however moment. What is that, Dr. Gallen? On the letter that I got from FAMU, it rejected me in the first 3 paragraphs. But when it got to the final paragraph, Brother Hilton, there was one word. One word. That word was however. However, Steve Gallen III, if you are serious about your pursuit of education, if you are serious about understanding that education is your passport to success, if you are serious about taking full advantage of a second chance in your young life, we will allow you to be admitted to Florida A&M University on a probationary status. That meant you would have to come up on your graduation night and start a summer program. And you would have to be here for 6 weeks. And over the course of these 6 weeks, if you fail to maintain a 3.0 or higher, we're going to send you back to Liberty City and let you find your way. If you are serious, you will come in, and during orientation, yes, she's fine, yes, she's attractive, but you're not going to look to your left, you're not going to look to your right. You are going to look straight ahead and directly into the plan for your life and make a decision on what your future is going to be. I took full advantage of that opportunity. Some that didn't, from Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, different places around this country, didn't take advantage of that, however, in their lives. So sometimes in life, and very oftentimes in life, as a young black male of color, you are going to have barriers. You are going to have doors closed directly in your face. In fact, some of the doors won't be closed, they will be slammed in your face. But when you have an opportunity, you don't go back and knock on the door. You go to that door with focus, with faith, with a strong belief in yourself. You don't go back knocking. You go in it and you kick it in. You kick it in. So in 3 years, I kicked that door in academically. In 3 years, I graduated magna cum laude. And I came back to start my dreams and my life's work. I became the youngest assistant principal in the history of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools, just shy of my 24th birthday. I became the youngest principal in the history of Miami-Dade County Public Schools, just shy of my 27th birthday. I became a doctoral degree holder at the age of 28. I earned my doctorate degree at the age of 28 years old. And back then, young men, we didn't have the internet to do the research. We didn't have Saturday classes. We didn't have online learning. We had the obligation to trek, to work hard, to traverse across this community, to do what we needed to do, and that's what I did. I did that as a young single father, working full time. And then I became the principal of my alma mater, Miami Northwestern Senior High School. And I stayed there and served that school for 7 years. I eventually became an administrative director of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools. And I would continue to go on and do great work in the space that I was in. See, my late father always said, you have to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can to better your life, to serve your community, and to see the eyes of God. And that's what I did. So as a result of my work, I was selected via a nationwide search to become the first and only black male to walk through the doors as a teacher in the Miami-Dade County Public Schools and rise to the level of superintendent. I did that. But success, after rising to the pinnacle of the bureaucratic system in education, you will still face challenges. You will still face obstacles. You will still face setbacks. It's not about falling down. It's about your ability to get back up. And your ability to get back up, young people, is going to be predicated, again, on 3 things. And I want to make sure you understand these 3 things, because these are going to be principles to mark the journey of your life. First, the belief that you have in yourself. Yes, today you're going to have role models speaking to you about how much they believe in you. You're going to have your pastors, your teachers, your principals, everybody conveying that strong belief that they have in your educability and in your ability to be great. But those beliefs of the others does not mean anything if you don't believe in yourself. So that's number 1. You have to have a strong belief in yourself. Number two, pursue knowledge. Young people, pursue knowledge. Don't get it twisted. I spoke to a community of professionals on yesterday from around the country, about 85, 90, from all across this country. And one of the things that I said, and I want to convey to you, and I hope you get that in the images that we project, in the images that you hear. Young men, it's cool to be smart. I want to repeat that. Young men, it's cool to be smart. We didn't realize that, unfortunately, until we got Barack Obama elected. We saw a smart, cool black man that represented intelligence, the ability to articulate, and a sense of realness about himself. He's no longer the president, so I'm not espousing any bipartisan issues here. I'm saying to you, images of black men who are cool and smart are images that we need to see and images that you need to aspire toward. So pursue knowledge, be competent, be knowledgeable. Last but not least, commit yourselves to action. It's not enough to believe that you are the fastest sprinter, but you're not out there running on anybody's track. It doesn't mean anything to believe that you are the best running back, but you're not on anybody's football team. It doesn't mean anything that you feel as though you're the best trumpet player, but you're not marching in anybody's band. So if you have a strong belief in yourself, if you have the requisite knowledge and skills, you have to then commit yourself to action for your life. Those three things, more importantly, must be set on a solid foundation of faith and a commitment to service to your community. Again, those are some of the formulas that I want to have you to consider as you continue this journey toward your life. As I prepare to close, my journey was one that was marked with missteps, mistakes, successes, failures, and high achievements. But those three things I just described to you are things that nobody can ever take away from you. They can't take away your belief in yourself. They can't take away the knowledge you acquire. My education, nobody can ever take away that from me. My experience, nobody can ever take away that from me. So no matter what journey you're on, those things that you believe in, those things that you hold dear to, you own those. They will be the guiding tenets for your life's work and your life's journey. So as a result of my journey as a superintendent, I came back home with a foundation based on faith, with a long-standing commitment to service, to education, and to this community. And a year from today, I was decisively elected as the school board member for District 1 of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools. So young men, you can do it. You can do it. So I leave you with these final words. It is not where you come from. It is where you're going. But when you get to where you're going, don't you ever forget where you came from. And don't you ever forget the people, the places, the programs, and the process. And more importantly, the prayer that helped you see it through. May God bless each and every one of you. It's cool to be smart. I love you. I wish you learning and lifelong success.
Can we give Dr. Gallen another round of applause for that amazing speech? Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? When everybody said, then we can move forward. Do you believe? There you go. At this time, the staff of Miami-Dade College North Campus is going to give us instructions as to what is next. Y'all got it figured out? Awesome. Let's give this amazing team of Miami-Dade College a round of applause for the amazing work